everyone. I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to another episode of Einstein Certification Series. So in my last episode, I talked about analytics assets, like how to create an app, how to create a data set and use that data set in your dashboard, right? Pretty simple, pretty nice and easy, right? So today's session, I will be talking about navigation. I won't be doing much in depth, right? I'm not going to talk about administration side of things. That's will be a topic for next episode, right? So the reason I wanted to talk about navigation is good for you to know how to reach to your app from different places, and then how to share your app, because most of the times when you create an app, you create it in a share private mode, so you can share that with someone else in your organization, right? And we're going to talk about annotation, right? Why annotation is important, and I'm going to talk you through other stuff as well. So it's not going to be very long today. I mean, I'll try to make it as short as I can. Okay, so the first thing first, you need to register for an org if you haven't done so, because it's very important that you have an org ready so that you can do hands-on. Because the reason why I'm saying is because due to following reason. The number one, right? If you wanted to be a great Einstein consultant, you need to have hands-on experience, right? You can't teach people theory, right? If someone comes to you and say, look, can you do this hands-on for me? Can you demonstrate how to do that? If you have never done that, then it's not really great. And the second thing, it will help with your own understanding, because you can build up a different scenarios, right? And so that's going to help you with your certification as well. Okay, all right. So I've registered for an org, as you can already see, and I've logged into the org as well. I mean, the look and feel is pretty much similar, right? Okay, so today what I'm going to do, I'm not going to take you to the analytics studio, right, by going to tic-tac-toe icon, right? I'm going to take you to your app in a different way, right? So what you have to do is go to this tic-tac-toe icon, go to your sales apps, right? And you can see you can go to more. I mean, you might have this analytics option maybe in the front or maybe somewhere else, but could be under more, right? So just go under analytics. You can see that this is the app I created, and I put it into the favorite section, right? So you can also go to all items to see all your apps, right? And if you wanted to see this in a tile way, right, you can go to this view as tiles, and it takes you to the tiles way, right? So that's your preference, your choice, right? I'm going to also touch base on the elevate your skill part. That will come to you a bit later, right? It's important for you to understand, to help you, to help you as you progress along with the certification course, because it's important that you refer to the help documentation. It's very important that you create your own scenario and do different, and try to implement a different business scenario, right? It's very important for you to understand. Cool. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to just say browse this one. Sorry, not browse. If I click on this one here, right, it will take you to something like this. This is the dashboard I've created. If you remember, if you have attended my previous episode, if you haven't, I would highly encourage you to check that out, right? Cool. Right, so now you see we have different options here on the top here. We have show conversation, you have present. If you go, it takes your screen to presentation mode, right? Okay, so you can go back by clicking the same icon again, and you can share using here. So I'm gonna show you how to share. So click on share. So you can share this the dashboard to someone. So let's say I wanted to share with Julie, right? And I'm gonna post it, right? So that's just take a while. Just nearly getting there. Okay, successfully posted the feed. Okay, so that's fantastic. That's one thing. Okay, and now we have something called a notification. So if you wanted to enable the notification, you can do that, right? So, and then you have show annotation. So annotation in the sense, right? So why do we need annotation, right? So I have few annotation here. So let's say I wanted to share this result with Julie, right? And I wanted to tell Julie, look, what do you think about this matrix here? What do you think about this data here, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go to this drop down option here and annotate, and I could say, hey, Julie, right? What do you think about this result, right? So, and attach the current, attach the current screenshot as well. So it's like, let me give you a scenario. Why do we need this, right? Let's say you're running a brewing company, right? So you are running a big brewery. Let's say you're running a big brewery in New Zealand, in Wellington, right? Just it's a fictitious company. And then let's say your brewmaster created a recipe, and then you put that everything in a Einstein, right? Analytics to show to the world, to your team, right? Look, these are the ingredients we use. These are the hops we use. These are these different kinds of hops we use if you wanted to make a pilsner. So these are the variation, and this what we can expect from a customer, right? And these are the expected chance of getting light, right? So for instance, like your brewing company manufactures, say, brews pilsner, right? So, and then you also brew, say, stout, or you also brew porter, right? Then you also brew lager, right? In lager, you can have different kinds of lager. You can make mild lager. You can even make a black lager. Like for instance, if you are someone who have been drinking Krombacher, how I don't know how Germans pronounce it. So it's a beer in Germany. So they have this the black version of it. They have this Pilsner. They have Wilson. And it's the wheat version of it. So it's something similar, right? So imagine you're gonna do something like that, and you wanted to put that everything in the form of a chart, right? And then you wanted to share this, let's say, with the finance team to say, look, Julie, what do you think about this metrics, right? Just an example, right? I know that it may sound a very bad example, but just trying to get you to that thinking mode, right? To have that thinking hat, right? So that's how this annotation is very powerful. You can use it, right? And then I just wanted to show you one more thing here. And then you can open this in Analytics Studio, right? If you wanted to do that. You can actually click here and it will actually open that in Analytics Studio, right? So this is one thing. And here you can do one more stuff here, right? So you can actually save. You can save this. Sorry, not this. Sorry, that's never mind. Ignore that one. So you can actually go to the dashboard inspector. If you wanted to look at the queries right behind the scene for these two things, you can actually go to dashboard inspector, and you can see there are two queries here, right? So you go to one, okay, and then you can click on this view more details, right? So this is the final query. So we will be talking about the query behind the scene, not now. Just to give you an idea that, this is how you can see the query. If you're interested to see it, you can actually view this stuff here, right? And then you can see the original query here in the form of a JSON, right? So that's pretty straightforward. And you can see the results, right? And similarly, you can actually look at the other one, opportunities. So you can go here and you can actually look at it. See, it's filtered by lead source, right? And it's pretty straightforward if you look at it. So it's saying they're loading this. So it get loaded to this variable, that's Q, right? And then you're filtering this by this, and then group by this, and then it's going in a loop for each loop, right? It's pretty straightforward, nothing fancy here. Okay, so that's pretty much about the different navigation stuff you can do, and so you can view the version if you wanted to do, and clone a new tab and kind of stuff. So I'm not getting into that stuff. Okay, so let's go back to here. Just let me go back. Okay. So you have an option, something called share. So if you want to share this full app, you can go click on share, and you see new demo app. So let's say I've already shared with Julie. So let's say I'm just gonna change it to say again. I wanted to say let's say Julie. Okay. I'm gonna right, and I'm gonna change the access to if you want it to be a manager or an editor. So I'm gonna make it to manager, and I'm gonna add it right. Sorry. Let me see if I can add. Okay, and save. Okay, so I've added it, right? So I can add, so I've given an access to this app to Julie, right? So you can do this way. So yeah, that's pretty much about the navigation and other kind of stuff. I mean, it's a basic stuff, very basic stuff, but at times it's good for you to know about different things you can do. It's about powerful options, right? You can share if you wanted to give access to someone else. A lot of things you can do in Salesforce, a lot of things, I mean, specific to Einstein, right? It's good to know nitty-gritty stuff. It can be handy at times, right? All right, now let's talk about the elevate your skills, right? So you have different pathways you can choose. You have Trailblazer, right, which is a fantastic place. So you can also use the learning maps. So let me click on learn more. So hopefully it takes you to a new place. So you can actually learn stuff here, right? You can see this progress here, right? And you can go here. It will take you. So enable integrate. So learn Einstein basics. So you can click here. If you're someone who do not like to learn from a video, you can use this part. It's a great place to learn it. Right, it actually takes you to the Einstein, the trailhead, right? So, by the way, this is something we're going to talk in our next episode, Einstein administration, right? So once you finish, you can go here, then you can go here. So all the stuff you can do here is very fantastic place to learn. Build and produce, you can learn all the stuff here. Add intelligence, you can do that. It's a great place. I mean, I would highly encourage you guys to check this out, right? Okay. Right, so next thing is that Einstein help, so which is the basic help. So you're going to go here. It takes you to regular Salesforce help. So you will take a minute to load at times. Okay, so you can go through the left-hand side and you can, do all the stuff by yourself. It's pretty straightforward. Get started. Each and everything you can do. Cool. Okay, and then we have a Trailblazer, which is pretty usual. Everyone knows about Trailhead, right? So. And okay, so don't worry about it. So I need to log in, so you can try by yourself, right? Okay, and then you have Einstein analytics training. So it will take you to this page, and you can actually go through it. And they have Cloud Academy, Customer Academy kind of stuff, trailer classes and other stuff, right? Just read through it and see which one works for you better, right? I usually get trained myself using Trailhead. That's the best place to do it, and lots of hands-on, right? The reason why I wanted to give this training course to you guys free, because I believe in getting education to everyone, right? So that's one of the reasons why I try to do it. But that being said, I won't be giving any more free training after I finish the Einstein, because I'm gonna start teaching architecture. For some reason I can't pronounce it. Sunday, bloody hell. Okay, so for architect training, right, I won't be giving it free, right? I'll be covering about integration designer, sharing, visibility, and other stuff, right? So you need to understand, guys, right? It takes a lot of time and effort to make it, right? So I will see what's the plan. So I will let you guys know. We have a lot of good thing in place, right? Cool. All right. Sorry, I don't want it to digress, but just wanted to let you guys know about it. Okay, so. So these are the places you can go and train yourself, and you can view all learning topics, right? I try to cover everything that is related to this Einstein certification, but like I said, you need to do Trailhead, and when you get time, please go to Trailhead, read about it, and practice the stuff there, right? It's very handy, and it's very important for you as well to, before you go and attend the certification, because usually they will ask you scenario-based question, right? And if you haven't practiced, if you haven't thought about different scenarios, I'm afraid to say it will be a difficult journey, because the bar is a bit higher. You need to score 68% to clear the certification. So it's much higher than admin or app builder or a platform developer or whatever, right? Cool. All right, that being said, that's all I wanted to talk about today. So it's a very short lesson, right? So I will talk about Einstein administration in our next episode. Cool. That being said, greetings and adios from New Zealand. Take care. Bye-bye.